So Lisa came to me and she says, for the first segment today, she wants to talk about toilets, public toilets. And I'm like, really? Okay.
Yes. Okay. This is so amazing because this is actually a public toilet located in a park in Tokyo City. And what is so astounding about this is that, and what shocked me was that these are entirely made out of glass. So first of all, you kind of go, well, what happened to the privacy aspect of a public toilet? But this is the modern technical glass. And what it does is the minute you go in and lock the door, it clouds up. So you can't have anybody kind of peering in and seeing anything with those. So it's amazing because they were designed to appear clean and safe.
If I was to walk in, I would be creeped out about walking in general. So you're saying the glass part is immediate because, I mean, it's good, you know
Yes.
what's in there, but that would be my concern. I don't think I'd walk in there because I'd be
It tells you a couple of things. It tells you whether or not something is occupied because you can see straight through it. This was the design intent of the architect that developed this particular one. And you can see right away it's not occupied, right? But then the minute that glass goes diffused, you can tell, oh, that's occupied because I can't see into it.
It's still a little weird for me only because it does seem that you can see like shadow behind it, but maybe if you use it, it's different. So do you have any others?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, please bring up what I'm calling the white box. So yeah, this one's a great one as well. This is a totally different architect and it's by a police depot next to the subway station, and it's easily recognizable as not part of the police station. It's a public use building, and it's just lovely. I mean, you can see how it's occupied. It seems to float in space. I just thought this was spectacular. So I think that's a spectacularly inviting, if you're going to, have a public toilet, that's a very inviting one. Doesn't it look safe to use and clean?
But you also can see out probably from inside there to see outside to see if anyone's around, because those
Yes.
are some of the safety things that I would be concerned about.
Exactly. And they're very well lit at night, of course, as well, which is super important. Can you show I love this because they call this the Cedar Village. There's multiple, I think there's 5 of them, and they're all done with cedar siding on the edges like this in this very sort of contemporary way, and they're meant to sort of blend in with the park. There's a winding pathway that kind of goes up around them. I thought this was spectacular, and they're just as beautiful inside, you guys. But I just thought these were spectacular because they're meant to look like part of the park as opposed to something that's set aside. Okay, so this next one is actually developed by the Wonderwall gentlemen, and what's so amazing about it is that they're just angled pieces of concrete wall sections, and they are really, really lovely. But when you look at it set inside the trees in the park, there's this lovely contrast between kind of the concrete and the nature that surrounds it. There you see kind of how light plays with that and how the trees play on the walls as well. It's really an amazing solution. This is from the inside, and you can see that there's lots of room and light and air that passes through. I don't know about you, but my experience of public toilets have not been roomy or airy.
This is very much like you'd see in someone's home. It looks like a contemporary home.
Yes, all of them were designed to establish a sense of comfort for people so that they would feel comfortable and safe using them in public, which I think is just amazing. So I love them. There's at least a dozen more, but these were the ones that just absolutely blew me away when I saw them. Okay, the next thing we have coming up, which I am super excited about, is cabbage.
Okay, let's go do cabbage.
That is, but we are talking about the incredible hotness that is Cabbageware. And for those of you who don't know what Cabbageware is, Dana, could you show them that first photo, please?
I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. Cabbageware, like cottagecore, is that kind of?
It's part of cottagecore,
Oh,
actually. Yes.
there we go.
I love this because it has become very popular again. As you can see, these are just shots from Instagram and they're all pulled together and it's just all over everywhere now. As you see here with this beautiful kitchen out of Arc Digest, I looked at that collection. See how beautifully it goes with white and things. Oh, stay on this one for a minute. Either we had grandmothers that used it or they saw it somewhere in their houses, but here's the deal. It's been around since like the mid or late 18th century. And it was originally started by a Portuguese company. And this product, the Bordallo Pinheiro, is the actual product. They're still making it the way they made it, back historically. And so it was a very big thing for Victorian and things like that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I literally don't get this. I do not get it. I don't know why you'd want to eat out of that bowl. I'm serious. I mean, I don't know if anybody's on my side, okay? Maybe I'm in the minority.
No. I will tell you this. I agree with you on this because I am not a big colored plate fan as such, but this product is so familiar but whimsical, and the way you can introduce it is absolutely spectacular. I mean, it's just amazing. I love this piece. The thing is, that was the original Portuguese manufacturer, but this is a collection that Tory Burch did just a couple of years ago, I think. And I love that she did a tureen because that's even more reference to kind of like vintage, wonderful things. I love this teapot. I think it is the most special thing I've seen in an age.
I will say that the cabbage teapot is kind of cool. I like that. I can
It's really cute, isn't it?
I can kind of get behind the cabbage teapot.
There's a lot of people that do an entire table in them. I think that's a little much. This is kind of interesting when you're thinking about your tabletop. This combines multiple colors of the cabbage style. It has the green on the bottom and then blue, which is another beautiful color. It also comes in white, which is spectacular, and I think a pink. This is absolutely a traditional and a transitional statement. And yes, you can tie in a millennial look because millennial is a little bit maximalist. It's clearly maximalist traditional, which, goes a little bit over the top on things, but it can be wonderful. But like here, you see it combined with a daisy plate, which is the white one. And all of a sudden it sort of calms down. These became really popular again in the 60s, the Cabbageware. Oh gosh, this white collection is stunning to me. This is a sweet little thing too. I couldn't resist this. Believe it or not, guys, this is from Target. So Target is even in the Cabbageware business. So it's popular. It's very charming, but it's quite out there. And so if you're going to eat there, if you're going to enjoy this Cabbageware on a regular basis, think of mixing it with stuff a little bit calmer, like white, which is amazing for it. But I just loved that it's come back in style again. So it's back, and it's back in a big way. So if you're hiding your Cabbageware in a back closet somewhere, pull it out.
Bring it on out.
It's
Yes,
gonna be
okay.
time to use it. Okay, so this was so darling. I saw it on, I don't know, Threads or something like that, and I was laughing so hard I was crying. And they can just do all kinds of positions and crazy stuff.
And this is me. This was me as a kid. I slept everywhere.
That was you as
I
a
could
kid?
sleep anywhere. 10, 12 hours, I could sleep anywhere. But the first one up is going to be Jailhouse Baby.
How is that baby not so uncomfortable that it's awake? Because it looks like it's sliding through the side of the crib.
I like this baby. This was my baby, I gotta tell you.
So
I
precious,
the hand.
right?
It's like it's praying for me. It's like hands in the air. I love this one. Okay, next baby up. Ready? This one was the one that made me laugh the hardest. I like praying baby, but yoga baby was my favorite.
Me too. That baby is doing such severe splits. And I cannot believe that the baby is asleep. You don't think this is all AI, do you?
No, I don't. It doesn't look like it to me. In the comments, put like which ones you like. We got 5. So far we have sleeping baby right at the very beginning, right? Then we have yoga baby. We have praying baby, right? Did I miss? Jail baby, right? Okay.
Jailhouse baby.
Jail,
yes.
Jail because of the bars. Okay. TV baby.
Oh.
This
TV baby.
is an older photograph, of course, because that kind of TV set doesn't exist anymore. I think this is.
You're right. You're right. Babies can't sleep on TVs now.
Yeah,
they're too thin.
I would guess, guys in the comments, this is your baby? And then you can tell me what it is. I would guess it was like late 80s. Late 80s.
Oh, the time frame? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a position I know babies do a lot. It feels good.
Did you suck your
looks
thumb?
like he's very happy.
Did you suck your thumb when you were a kid?
I never did. No.
I did.
Did you?
And I had buck teeth because of it. I sucked my thumb till I was like 7 or 8. I was an insecure kid.
No way. Really?
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
no. I don't know why. Never did.
I don't think TV Baby was a very good title for it, but I just couldn't figure anything else that was more clever.
I like TV Baby.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm really serious about this. I sat there and I went, what can I name this baby? So I thought that you guys could come up with a name and put it in the comments, and we'll like it and what you think the baby was in our next show when we come around and do it, okay?
I mean, this is just crosses all cultures. I love this.
So
babies are the best.
But is that what you're going to end with? Is babies are the best?
Well, yes. And of course, we love it when you like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next week with more of What's Worth Noticing. You ruined this recording. I'm not going to say you're my best friend anymore.
You're the problem. That's why I do not like you anymore. You are not my friend. I am done with you.